Hi YouTubers, I just wanted to put a few things together which I've noticed on the internet. We all know on the 11th of the 3rd 2011 there was a massive earthquake in Japan which was devastating and quite sad to watch, and my thoughts and feelings go out to all those people in that country, families and everyone really. But I'm a researcher into lots of things, and just something I have picked up. I mean, a lot of people might have heard of the word HAARP, not as in H.A.A.R.P, but I think there's a few more A's in it. I want to play a video about HAARP and a prediction about it's going to happen. Okay, and then we'll go from that, watch that, and then we'll talk again. So we'll just find the video. Right, I'm going to put this full screen. Just watch this.
That they have sufficient information. I'm going to be sending you links to tons of stuff, so you'll have a little easier way of going about it, that can verify that they've been warning about very specific things. Now I'll tell you this: there is a warning, a specific warning on 2 events that they will not give the dates for, because again, this is not hand-holding. It's like, here's the information.
This film was made in January, by the way.
There will be a 9.0 earthquake off the coast of Portland, Oregon at some point, and they won't say when, that will run at 9.0 for 5 straight minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes of 9.0, that's going to wipe out an awful lot.
Well, you're on it. It's a seaquake, but nonetheless, that's very powerful. It will generate a tsunami.
Yeah.
That is going to slam that part of the west coast. It will then produce another earthquake and tsunami. It will be devastating to that area and to people in that area. They have said, and now this was told to Miner several years ago, and about 2 years prior, documented, verifiable, prior to our scientists now coming up with the same conclusion. They have also said, I think it's called El Cumbre volcano in the Canary Islands, is going to erupt for sure, unless there is a way we could prevent some of the damage, but it will erupt, and when it does, 1 trillion tons of mass are going to go into the sea suddenly, generating a tidal wave tsunami. Not only it will rush up the coast of Spain, Portugal, and France, but which will cream the entire eastern seaboard of the United States and penetrate up to 12 kilometers inland and potentially take out 20 million human lives. They will not tell us when. They will simply tell us that this event will happen.
Now, let's take that specific example then of the volcano on the Canary Islands. I don't understand why they wouldn't want to tell us when, because having this information in inverted commas, what the hell are we going to do with it? We can't stop a volcano erupting, can we?
Right. What we can do, and what they said we should do with it, especially here, is that they said it is the responsibility of your government and your scientists to prepare routes for evacuation and means of getting people out, because when that goes, when they sign that that's going, that will give them 7 to 8 hours or so of time, I guess it is, before that wave would cross the Atlantic. So if we have a warning, folks, it's now time for Plan B. Here we go.
All right, our time is just about out, and I could do another hour with you really, really easily, probably another 3 hours with you really easily, Michael. I've enjoyed this, but Billy Meyer gets told this information. Shouldn't the powers that be, the beings who told him this is really seismic stuff, quite literally, 20 million.
I just want to stop there. So, right, everybody on the internet, everybody on YouTube, please reply to this, right, please. Are governments causing global disasters? And is HAARP doing this? Or is it just a conspiracy, or is it just full of lies and make-believers making films to make it look like it is? But I must say this: if they are doing this, how wrong is it? It's so bad. Now I'm on the edge. I don't know. I'm just putting this film said there'll be an earthquake in 2011, but it would be Oregon in the United States. Well, it wasn't. It was Japan, and Japan was a 9.0. In Japan, sources are saying it was a 9.0 or 8.9. It was very close to 9, and it did go on for a long time, and it did cause a tsunami. So, you know, are our governments really using technology to cause earthquakes? What are your thoughts? Let's just play a little bit more of this.
When we're talking about perishing at some date we don't know, why didn't they go to the United Nations with this? Cut out the middleman, deal direct. That's the bit I don't understand. You don't have very long to answer this question, and I'm sorry for that.
I'll give you the answer this way. In 1979, the H.A.A.R.P authorized contact with the Carter administration in the United States. A letter was drafted by Billy Meyer, given to the lead investigators, and presented to people in the Carter administration.
Right, another thing I want to add is a lot of people talk about Planet X, Planet Nibiru. Apparently there's some Spanish astronomers now are saying that there is now in sight just behind Pluto and this Planet X, and it's coming towards Earth. Again, I don't know to believe it or not, to be quite honest. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the internet, you don't know what to believe or what to believe. But what I will state is, if this planet is coming into our solar system, it will cause like a magnetic field, and it will cause, from what I've looked at and the research I've done myself, it will cause more earthquakes, it will cause more flooding, it will cause a lot of global disasters, because it's pulling itself into planet Earth, and it's done this before. This is one of the reasons maybe why the dinosaurs went extinct, because of this planet come in and it wiped out everything, and it caused all the earthquakes, all the tsunamis, blah 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 blah. So there's two theories now. That one, it's our own government's doing it with a weapon called HAARP, which I'm not sure to believe. The other one is there's something in another system coming in called Planet X, and it's going to cause what it's doing now to our planet, and as the build up to 2012 it will get worse. In other words, what I'm trying to say is there will be more earthquakes, more flooding, more global disasters on a big scale. Also Nostradamus, if you look at Nostradamus, he predicts this kind of thing. He doesn't say it's the end of the world. I mean, I'm not saying it's the end of the world either, but what he is saying is there's going to be a lot of global disasters, a lot of wars, a lot of uprisings, which if you look in the Middle East, if you look in the African countries, that's all going on now. Even Bahrain's now, Saudi Arabia, it's all going on. Everything is going on. Now, it doesn't take much to work out that is. It's all going on. Now, you know, back to this HAARP theory or this Planet X theory, is it possible? Now, I quite believe that something from is coming in and doing this. I could quite believe that. I could also quite believe that it's HAARP doing it, our own government's doing it. But why? Why would they want to do that? You know, there's got to be a reason why they would want to do that. Play a little bit more of this.
The offer was turned down.
Well, that's no big surprise. A letter, that's no good, as if they need to appear to Jimmy Carter himself.
You have to know that the CIA has been monitoring from day one, and the part of the story that hopefully we can do another.
How do you know that, by the way?
Right, that's that. And now I want to play this. Sorry about that, I just want to get it on a bigger screen for you. In 2010 there was more earthquakes. 2011, look what we've had so far. New Zealand, Japan, floods in Australia. There's a lot in a small amount of time. Now, are these just normal things which go on, or are they getting to a bigger scale and getting a lot closer? Apparently there was an earthquake in Chile last night, about 5.6. not very big, but I don't know. I just don't know what to believe. But this, to me, is quite bad. You know, and if it is like HAARP doing it, then they're motherfuckers. Sorry, they are. Or is it just the Earth going through its changes? Or is it because we're sucking all the oil out of the planet, which is causing more earthquakes? But if there are any clever people out there who have good answers, please comment, because, you know, to me, there seems to be too much going on at this time. I'm also going to put from a friend of mine, I'm going to put a Nostradamus link from a film he made, a little quick film. I mean, this is the tsunami when it first happened, as it was coming in, just taking everything out. So someone on the internet said there would be an earthquake on a big scale around 9.0, sorry, and it would be in Oregon, United States. Well, it wasn't in the United States, even though there's a bit of a tsunami, which I don't think caused anything actually. I think it was very low anyway, the waves and whatever. But there was a big earthquake in Japan 2 or 3 months later, and which is, you know, is it a coincidence? I don't know. Right, I'm going to stop there. Just in case no one knows my website, I'm just going to put that up so you can see www.paranormalcrazy.co.uk /. And that's about it. I've filmed it for too long. Hopefully it will upload. I do need all your comments about what's going on at the moment. To me, there's a lot going on. Is HAARP doing this? Is one of my questions. You put yes or no. The other question is Planet X coming closer and causing this? And it's been here before and done this kind of damage before. Who knows? I mean, I'm not a real religious person, otherwise I don't go to church or nothing, but even in the Bible, I mean, it talks about floods, earthquakes and things like that, you know, to a big scale. Please leave your comments and let us know what you think. Cheers.